Cheers everyone and welcome to another SpellForce lore video on my channel. Today we'll be finishing up with the geography of the major continents of Io with Shuo, the sandy and dark continent located in the far south, right here. By major continents, I mean the ones inhabited by the 6 main races, by the way. Before we start, like in my previous geography videos, I have to mention that the depiction of Io here is not how the world looks like in the year 24 after the convocation, the current latest point in the lore, but we'll still look at it as if it was for the sake of simplicity. In the last Urgath video, we took a look at how Fiara and Urgath were connected by portals made by the Circle Mage Rowan Tahir after the convocation in order to preserve what's left of Io. This time it won't be as easy. The games themselves don't give us any info on that. All we know is that a place called the Onyx Shores is the first contact we make with the continent. That shore could realistically be anywhere on the northern shore of Shuo, but since it's connected to Imperia with a portal, it's most likely around this area. There is a further instance of going from Fiara to Shuo in SpellForce 2 Dragonstorm, where we're taken from the City of Seven Keeps to the Ghost Watch, but that can't really be considered a reliable connection since it was achieved by a one-time use of a powerful teleportation spell. With that out of the way, let's start. This time from the south because I feel it's arguably the most important place on Shuo. Here we have two very distinct locations, the Black Jungle and, within it, the Bone Temple. These places are important because the Bone Temple is where Zorach created the Dark Races sometime before the year 700 BC, most likely between 900 and 700 BC. Those Dark Races are the Orcs, Trolls and Dark Elves, as well as the Fiel Dark, after which they spread out into other parts of Io. North of there we have the Darkwind Mountains, which are filled with a range of human erected keeps and fortresses which are there to protect all of Shuo from the monsters and horrors lurking in the Black Jungle. Just a bit above is the city of Kathai, where a human tribe by the same name, calling themselves the Children of the Wind, lives. Going west from there, we come to a few human cities with Kaith in their name, Kaith Shalia, Jahal and Jabbar. None of them are of any general importance in the canon lore, but judging by their names, they should be another city called Kaith Halua somewhere in that area, a name which may sound familiar to some because it was the city from which the Circle Mage Hokan Ashir ruled. Going further northeast, we can skip many of the places here because we don't visit or mention them. One possible exception would be the Blazing Stones in SpellForce The Shadow of the Phoenix, which kinda resemble the landscape of the Earthblood Pit, but that's all my speculation. Close to that, however, is the city of Imperia, the center of the Empyrean Empire on Shuo, founded when the Hibernian Empire disintegrated in the year 720 BC. From there, we can go south to the Red Wastes, a red sand desert and home to the tribe of human sand warriors known as the Hazim. Worth mentioning here is that the Hazim were generally rotted out around the year 15 AC, but it's possible that they rebuilt their tribes there in the years after that. From there, we reach the Ironheart Mountains. Not much is known about the two dwarven cities there, but there is also a place called the Raven Pass, once a dark elven fortress, but since then abandoned and filled with the undead. I'm mentioning this because during our visit there, we learned that there exist tunnels below these mountains that can be used to traverse from the north to the south. It is, however, mentioned that they are easy to get lost in, so people unfamiliar with them generally don't use them. On the far east end of Shuo, we see two smaller mountain ranges, the Thousand Fire Mountains and the Whispering Mountains, none of which are of much importance in the lore yet. There is the aforementioned Ghost Watch, originally a Dark Elven fortress but now mostly abandoned. When it comes to the other races, there are the aforementioned humans and dwarves, but also some orcs located here in this unnamed city. There is one more important location that I left for last, the Life Tree, where the Dryad of the Life Tree, go figure, has her home. This place was, for a long time, the last on Shuo where healthy life and vegetation would sprout from, not counting in the Black Jungle because everything there reeks of dark magic. In the year 15 AC, at the end of the events of the Shadow of the Phoenix, we saw that the Dryad once again unlocked her power and turned Shuo into a green continent like it once was many years ago. However, we don't know the extent of this transformation. It may be that all of the continent got rejuvenated, or maybe just some parts of it. Regarding the climate on Shuo, we can say for sure that the south is similar to a jungle, while the mountains generally lack vegetation and are even known to have snow on them, as shown in the aforementioned Raven Pass. The rest of the continent was mostly a dry desert before the year 15 AC, but like I said, that may have changed after those events. And that will be it. If you appreciated the video, liking, sharing and commenting is always much appreciated. Also, feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet, not to miss any of my future uploads. If you didn't catch up on the previous geography videos, you can find all of them on my channel, and if you'd like to discuss this topic with me or other fans, I will leave the link to the official SpellForce Discord in the description below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.